wear my heart out on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Isabella. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
This is Carson, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Isaiah Simmons on the...
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
Wilson. The 20. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
At the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5.
Pass complete to
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big...
Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes.
Wilson, sack.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Jalen Thompson on the...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On the tackle.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cardinals 14, Seahawks 7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 1-yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Murray's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Number 81.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Well, Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. And remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing now is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Down at the 45.
Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. On second down, it's Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Arizona.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
His kick is
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals. Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down by...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray now. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Check, 43. Watch it. Let's look double count right here. Double count. Shift. Quick edge. Come.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
48 to Mike. Push him back.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here, and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense, already trailing.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Cardinals 31, Seahawks 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run again with Carson. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll give to Hyde. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Arizona.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, a run with Hyde. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Hassan Reddick in
a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and 9 at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
They run it again with Hyde. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. You call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up third and 4.
43's the mic.
Now it's Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. On first down, Carson. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
14. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Not today, Elon. Not today. 43's the mic, boy. 43.
Wilson now to throw on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Cardinals 38, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And Daniels has it over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
Back to throw it, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack on first down, Murray dancing to his left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Arizona.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Cardinals 45.
But Charles, it's one thing to